Welcome back to another podcast. I'm Dr. Mike Patten here at Blue Waters Health Center. So today what we're going to discuss is really how to heal yourself. And we're going to go through it in a series of videos. But today's video is all about that starting point. We're going to create an image. We need to create a healing image in order to kind of have the blueprint on what to do. So think about this. If you're going to create a house, what would you do? You would naturally have to develop some sort of blueprint, but you have to create a mental picture of what you want in the first place. And so we're going to use our imagination and we're going to create a mental picture that you can use in your everyday life. And then we're going to talk in the next videos about what to do with that mental picture. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to just think of something in your health-wise that you want to change. It may be even in your life as well, but really something to do with your health. What is it that you want changed right now? Maybe you're watching this and you have a headache and really you just want your head to feel great. And see, that is your mental image, a head that feels perfect. Now, when I say perfect, is anything perfect in this world? No, nothing's perfect. But if we aim for perfect and we miss by a little bit, we're still doing really well. So if we're after, say, a perfect digestive health, if we get close to perfect digestive health, that's going to be really great digestion, where a lot of, if not all of our problems are gone. And they should be too, as we approach near that perfection mark. So we want to create an image. Now, an image is a group of ideas. So one idea would be like my or me referring to myself, head. So then you take your head. That's another idea. Feels. Now we're saying how this head is going to feel and function. Perfect. And perfect also includes, it's a big word, can include lots of different things and how it feels, how it functions, how it operates. That includes the muscles, the jaws, the joints. So when we're making these images, we want them to be really broad. We want it to really be broad enough to cover whatever's going on. Because like if I say I want the back of my head to feel perfect, but the front of my head could still hurt. But I want my whole head to feel perfect. So if I just said my head feels perfect, that encompasses the whole thing instead of just one specific area. So we want to make sure our image is broad. We also want to make sure our image is positive. Now, positive is there's a force, there's an emphasis to it. So when my head feels perfect, there's positive built into it, not only in a positive direction, but also a force in how that feeling is. We want it to be lawful. Now, what that means is we can't violate a given law, because if I say I want my arm to feel perfect and I don't have an arm, that doesn't make any sense. Or if I say I want my digestion to feel perfect and I'm going to throw in a bunch of just junk food, that doesn't make any sense either. That's not lawful anymore, and that's not logical. And lawful and logical often go together when we're creating an image. We want to make sure something obeys the known physical laws of the world, as well as it's logical, as when we work through it, it's logical to our mind. Like if I want perfect digestive health, what's logical to me is also the need to have a diet that's conducive to having perfect digestion. Because now I'm using not only a logic with it, I'm using the laws involved in diet and in food to help with this perfect digestive health image that I'd be working on. Now, if you're someone that wants your head to feel perfect, we go, well, what are the things that make up a perfect head? Well, you're going to have muscles, you're going to have bones, you're going to have the fascia. So we get different areas that can impact that head. So the next video, we're going to talk about after we've created this image, like a perfect digestive health or a perfect head or a perfect foot. Then once we have that, once you've created that, what do we do next with that? That's going to be the next one. But what this image is, I also want you to spend time. I want you to spend time going over this image. I want you to spend time thinking about, how would my head feel? What would I do different if my head was perfect? Would I engage with my children more? Would I engage in maybe an activity? Or would I be serving someone? Or would I be volunteering my time? Where would I go and what would I be doing, or how would I be acting if my head was perfect all the time? How would I be acting? What would I be doing with perfect digestion? You'd see yourself maybe eating that bit of cheese if it irritates your stomach, eating that cheese and it settles and you feel good. You got to really engross yourself into these pictures. Like maybe it's you want to lose weight. It's, hey, I want to lose weight. Okay, that's your image. Now, start imagining what it would feel like to already have that. So you can close your eyes, but just use your imagination. Your imagination is actually a faculty of the soul, and we can use that to start to create pictures and to play with those pictures and to just act those things out. And well, not and, but what we know is that subconscious mind works in pictures. So what we're doing is we're developing a picture, and if you after you think about it for 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and you really get a picture in there that's very vibrant, that's very realistic, that you can feel, and you attach that good feeling to it. Now we got an image we can work with. So those are the tips. Those are the things we're going to start doing. I want you to just use your imagination, create an image, start to think about that image, just feel that image, really feel it coming alive in you. That's step number 1. And then the next video we're going to go over is going to go over step number 2. What do we do once we've created that image? What's the next steps in that? I'm Dr. Mike Patten, Blue Waters Health Center. Hit a like and a share and let me know in the comments if you have started developing your picture and what that picture is.